Sonic Speed Sim is a newer game on Roblox, and it is very fun. But as a newer player, you may not know how to progress quickly. So, in this video, I will be teaching you how to become a pro player quickly in the Gotta Go Fast official Roblox game. It's Sonic Speed Sim, but I think you knew that. First, let's talk about progression. Progression in Sonic Speed Sim is straightforward, and it's quite easy if you know what to do. So, here's how you progress. Collect Chaos Emeralds and level up to level 50, then rebirth to your first rebirth. That's at least step 1. Step 2 would be kind of a split thing. This is step 2. Once you get to rebirth 1, however, you can do one of two things. You can either hard grind to level 75 and rebirth a second time, which will push you closer to a World 4, or you can obtain at least epic tier chows along with a legendary trail. Either way, make sure to do the obbies in World 1 so you can get permanent access to the Lost Valley obby, since you need to go through Worlds 2 and 3 in order to unlock the teleport access to World 4. Also, if you find the lesser obbies annoying, don't worry, you only need to do them once. It's the Lost Valley and the other bigger obbies that you have to do in order to gain access to them every time you rebirth. Both of these options are going to take a little while since you need to pick up a lot of rings or Chaos Emeralds. But if you can get just regular epic chows and a leggy trail early, you'll be getting a lot more out of ring and experience pickups, which can make for getting max chows and trails easier and will also make getting more rebirths much faster. A little bit of a paradox, I understand, but it's whatever. Getting max stuff as soon as possible is ideal, but you don't have to go for max chows and a max trail right away, since getting rings is already a little bit of a chore, which is why you can wait and get to rebirth 3 first before getting that stuff, since World 4 is the best world for obtaining rings, at least as of right now. However, no matter which method you go for, try doing races often, since they give experience, along with boosting your races completed counter. Plus, switching things up every so once in a while is a good thing. Exhibit A. Either way, once you make it to rebirth 3, then you'll have access to World 4, which makes getting rings easy. If you got chows and a trail by this point, then you're basically done. Make sure that everything's evolved, which you need 5 of the same chow/trail to evolve it, and start grinding. By this point, you should have a fully evolved leggy trail and fully evolved chows, which should be giving you mad experience and rings. If you don't have epic chows and a leggy trail yet, then that's okay. Let me show you where the best machine for epic chows is located at. The best spot to get epic chows is in World 1 on top of one of the loops. As you can see here, nearby one of the loops, there is a jump pad that allows you to get on top of the one loop and access the vending machine on top. While the epic chow is the rarest drop from there, its drop rate being 10%, you only have to drop 1,200 rings into the machine to have a chance at getting it. So focus on getting at least 3 of them, then afterwards, worry about getting 15 in total. This will allow you to get the most out of them and allow you to get a really good amount of rings and experience. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of time in the long run. Once you have them, you're basically done. Or are you? The only other things that you would need is fully evolved and maxed out Leggy Chow. However, at this moment, the only Leggy Chows in the game are limited, so keep your eyes open for any future ones that might be releasing. If you manage to get your hands on enough rings to get fully maxed and evolved Leggy Chows, then congratulations! You have some of the best chows in the game. Combine them with a fully evolved and maxed out Leggy Trail, and you're going to be pulling in rings and experience like nobody's business. I will warn you though, they are expensive. The one that was recently available costed me a whopping 1 million rings per chow. So for me to fully evolve them, it would have costed me 15 million rings to get 3 maxed out leggy chows, which is slightly painful to say the least. As for the legendary trail, there is one available in a vending machine in World 3 for about 8,000 rings. That trail is the Sonic Speed Trail, and it is your best bet for obtaining a legendary trail. There is another trail available in World 4, but it costs 40,000 rings per roll, which means that you may not get it on your first or second or third tries, because it's also RNG based, which is fun. So if you want to get that trail, get it later. But for right now, focus on getting the Sonic Speed Trail evolved for now. Once you have fully evolved epic or legendary chows and an evolved leggy trail, then you can finally say that you are a pro player. Just make sure to get more rebirths. Savvy? Now, let's talk about some general tips and tricks for the game. These tips can be used to make your time in the early levels easier. However, there is also a few tips that are useful for the more experienced players out there. So, pay attention. First up, let's talk about dashing. In Sonic Speed Sim, dashing is a good way of gaining speed quickly, even if you are a level 1 at Rebirth 1. The dashing mechanic is used by pressing and holding the shift key or the roll button by the jump button on mobile, and when pressed, causes your character to start rolling on the ground rapidly, just like Sonic from the base games. However, as I said a few seconds earlier, this is a great method of gaining speed quickly. So if you're a brand new player, this mechanic can be used to help gain levels easily, since you're basically a turtle at level 1. Next, let's talk about characters. Question for you. Do you want to play as Tails? What about Knuckles? Well, you can play as them in Sonic Speed Simulator. The only thing you need to do to play as the characters is to collect their character card. Sonic is in World 1, Tails is in World 2, and Knuckles is in World 3. I'll cover how to get them, and even the other characters, in a future video. Speaking of which, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, can I get you to just drop a like on this video at least? Thank you! But let's continue. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails all have very easy card locations, so if you do a little bit of exploration on your own, you should be able to find them easily. So, look around Worlds 1 through 3, and you'll find them eventually. Now, let's talk about daily chest reward. In Sonic Speed Sim, you are given chests by playing the game for a certain period of time, and the contents of the chests are randomized, but you can get some good buffs and perks from them if you're able to play the game for a while. You can get Ring and Chaos Orb Magnets, Ring and XP multipliers, and even exclusive items, all for free just by playing the game. So if you can, just play the game for a long period of time, unlock the chest, and you'll get some good buffs. Now that you know how to be a pro player in Sonic Speed Simulator, why don't you go watch this video on how to level up quickly in Anime Dimensions? Definitely go watch this video since it's really good.